Mr Deputy Speaker, I rise on a point of order literally as an email from the Speaker has arrived in our offices. The key issue here is that I understand that Mr Speaker has been contacted by MI5 and is now warning members of Parliament that there has been an agent of the Chinese government active here in Parliament working with a member of Parliament, obviously to subvert the processes here. I say, as a Member of Parliament who is sanctioned by the Chinese government, as others, that this is a matter of grave concern, and I therefore rise on 3 points which are really important. Number one, will this now lead to a serious overhaul of the accreditation procedures here in the House of Commons, because it's clearly too slack that these people get in, either in APPGs or with individuals? Is it possible that we will have a statement from the Speaker, from the Chair, about the risks? I am one of those who has done a lot to try and help fleeing Hong Kong Chinese, fleeing the communist regime here in the UK. We have names and numbers of people, and that leaves me worrying that some of these have been accessed by such an individual. These would be their lives and their families at risk, and I am deeply concerned about this because my activities, therefore, may well have been traced as those as well from my colleagues and friends. And I understand that the latest news that I hear is that this individual is not to be deported and no further action to be taken. How can it be, Mr Deputy Speaker, that an agent of a foreign despotic and despicable power that is hell-bent on reducing many of those people into penury, it seems, how can they put somebody into Parliament, this mother of parliaments, and then that individual have nothing done to them other than they're not allowed in Parliament? This is surely not good enough. And could there be a statement from the government as to what they plan to do, and possibly, with respect, of course, from the Chair and Mr Speaker?
I'd like to thank the Right Honourable Member for his point of order and giving me forward notice of it. As you know, it's not the policy of the Chair to comment in detail on any security matters, and I will certainly not be doing so today. As far as any statement either from the Chair or indeed from a Government Minister, I've been given no notification whatsoever that that is happening, but should that change, then I'm certain that members will be notified in the usual way. And as far as the third point, as I said, we don't discuss the detail of security issues on the floor. However, I can assure the Right Honourable Member that the House authorities are in regular contact with the appropriate government agencies on this matter, and we will update our advice and activities as necessary. Jim Shannon, further to that point of order.
Further to that point of order, first of all, thank the Honourable Gentleman for bringing it forward. It is such danger and concern for us in this House. I'm just wondering, Mr Deputy Speaker, whether you've had the opportunity to find out if this knowledge of the integration of a Chinese spy in this House has been conveyed to other administrations in the United Kingdom, and in actual fact to the Northern Ireland Assembly, because when it comes to accepting those from Hong Kong that the Honourable Gentleman referred to, Northern Ireland will be one of those as well. So we want to make sure that the people are safe, and with that in mind, has yourself, Mr Deputy Speaker, or the House been made aware that the Northern Ireland Assembly, for instance, has been made aware of this? Thank you.
I'd like to thank the Honourable Member for his point of order. I've not been made aware as to how this information has been disseminated, other than the email which Sir Iain Duncan Smith has just spoken about. But there again, I am absolutely certain that all parts of the United Kingdom will be made aware in the dialogue that takes place between the devolved administrations and the government. Further to the point of order, Tobias Elwood.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. This is the sort of grey zone interference we now anticipate and expect from China. But the fact that it's happened to this Parliament, there must be a sense of urgency from this government. I'm grateful that you yourself in your comments here today have taken this very, very seriously indeed. But could I encourage and endorse the request for a statement on this before end of play today, so we can understand the ramifications, the impact of this, and what the government and indeed Parliament intends to do about it?
I'd like to thank the Right Honourable Member for his point of order. There again, the Treasury bench will have heard what he has had to say, and as I said earlier on, should a statement be made, then the House will be informed in the usual manner. I know that all right honourable and honourable members will be very concerned by the contents of the email, and as I say, the Treasury Bench, I'm sure, will pass on the comments that she has heard today to the relevant ministers.